Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. Jeter turned this from his section. Island Daily, well respected, well connected.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see this team's towering wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Tigers and the Saints under the lights on Monday night.
Now from the great state of Illinois, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the second city of Chicago. Tonight we wrap up our Monday night schedule with another great matchup here in Week 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. But you look at this defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Jordan. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That was their first third.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon. And the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He's going to field this at the 4. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 16 carries, 70 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now. And I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
19 tight, 19 tight. Seven Pirates.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Go street.
Running left, it's Henry. do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver.
It's right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Now a play fake here on first down. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Come on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw again, Callaway. They set up the screen for Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 27. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
There he goes left side. Sheds off the tackle. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And his throw here is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Off the play fake. Callaway. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He has such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
On 1st and 10, Callaway. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Tigers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score for... Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 3. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Mustang 19.
Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. Henry's got it out on the left side. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Touchdown! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Tigers... They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Looking to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we'll send you down to Orlando.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. Second and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Three. Go.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Henry running right. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready, set.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Callaway.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And his kick here is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The slot man in motion right. On second down, Callahan dancing away at the 35. And this will wind up as Saints first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He finds his man complete. It's Jordan. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. His throw caught. And off the 5. Touchdown, Saints.
Check it. Hurt.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
110 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Inside handoff, Henry. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 16.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here we go.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw now on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll drop to throw.
And nearly another interception. Well, it would have been his 3rd of the game, but this time he couldn't hang on.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back to throw again. And his throw is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there with his...
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Go, street.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
Ready? Hey, smash. Ready?
Again to Henry. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync.